Welcome back to Tipping Point. I'm your host, Kara McKinney. A young man is going viral online for crashing a queer club for fat people. Turns out you can identify as a different species, or as the opposite gender, or as no gender at all, or you can make one up. But for some reason, the scale is more permanent and objective than chromosomes are, and so you can't identify as being trans fat. I'll leave the puns that could be made out of that up to your own imagination because, hey, I've had weight problems my whole life too, so no need to get all personal about the weight of others, except for where activists are concerned, since they do make it everyone else's business, so they're fair game. Anyway, here's a hilarious clip.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
What's up?
This is a queer fat club.
I'm queer and fat.
Okay, thank you for joining. We're just introducing ourselves at the moment.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Joe?
Yeah, my name's Joe. I go by he, they, and I identify as 275 pounds.
Okay.
I feel like Jay's kind of making fun of me, though. I know it's kind of a shock. I know. Kind of a new thing.
I'm just,
Do what?
I said I apologize.
Oh, no, you're good.
Are you comfortable leaving the group at the moment?
Why?
I'm not understanding why you're joining the group.
This is the queer and fat group now?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I came here for.
Okay. And you said you identify as fat?
Yeah.
Okay. This is just for fat-bodied people.
Yeah, I understand. I identify as a fat-bodied person.
I'm not understanding where you're coming from.
Are you guys comfortable with me here? I mean, I'm pretty chill on my end.
I'm not comfortable, no.
Can we take like a vote?
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
So I'm being discriminated against.
Yes, you are.
That Jaden guy better realize how lucky he is that he doesn't live in Scotland right now, because a new hate speech law passed back in 2021 is finally taking effect. It took effect just yesterday, on April Fool's Day, no less. The Scottish government says the new law, quote, introduces new offences for threatening or abusive behaviour, which is intended to stir up hatred based on prejudice towards characteristics including age, disability, religion, sexual orientation, transgender identity, and variations in sex characteristics, end quote. This obviously isn't about stopping death threats or other forms of actual criminal harassment, which is already illegal. This is about chilling free speech regarding the state's monopoly on information, or should I say on the misinformation that you are not allowed to correct them on, even as they shut down your freedom of speech for accurately calling out their lies as they deem you to be the misinformation purveyor. It's literally all backwards. So what a crazy time to be alive. It's so crazy that not only is Richard Dawkins, one of the most famous atheists ever, belly aching about the post-Christian West that he created, as he now pines for the very cultural Christianity that he worked to stamp out. But now we have the giant-lived J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, being forced to be a cultural leader against the farthest fringe of her own side, the left. Since Rowling lives in Scotland, she's daring them to come arrest her for speaking the truth boldly and honestly. In an 11-part post to X, Rowling jokingly respected the female pronouns of all the trans activists who threaten others with knives, who rape women and they get sent to women's prisons, and who take spots from women on sports teams and on UN panels advocating for female causes. Of course, it was part of her April Fool's Day post, which was followed by the hashtag #ArrestMe, when she says that they're all actually men, and we all know it. Who knows, with as crazy as the UK is now, they actually might just take her up on it. Joining us now to discuss is radio host and OAN contributor Andrea Kay. Andrea, thanks for being here tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Great, so bets on if Scottish police will actually take up J.K. Rowling on her hashtag #ArrestMe.
What a challenge. And you know what? I have been following her for years. I've never read one of her books, not a Harry Potter fan, but I've been a fan of her taking on the left and basically refusing to kowtow, refusing to back down when she has been called out for daring to share the truth, that there is male and there is female, and that is it. Boy, what has she has, up until she took that position, she was considered a national treasure, and she has really boxed them back into a corner. And so I am going to be sitting here with bated breath, waiting to see what their response is going to be. Are they going to put a considered national treasure in jail for her speech, or are they going to stand up for the leftist communist movement?